Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving with the next topic of the data analysis related to a different domain, that is e-commerce. Today I am going to pick up the Amazon sales data set, which is a very popular data set, and this belongs to the e-commerce domain. Previously, we have covered the your banking transaction domain, in which you have learnt about the data analysis, model building, evaluation, how to balance the imbalanced data, how to handle the missing value, and so much, right? So, if you are building your job portfolio, then these projects are a most beneficial and super like the important, which will attract the recruiter's eye or catch the eye on your resume. So you can add this project too in your job portfolio too. So what is a e-commerce? Whenever we talk about or say this keyword e-commerce, this means we are talking about either any Flipkart platform, Amazon, or there are so many platform which is available who sells and buy the things, right? So this is called the e-commerce platform where the stakeholders sell the different products. If we take an example of your Amazon, you are browsing the different products, right? And then you are adding into the cart if you want to buy it. May sometime you buy it at the same time, and sometime you buy it later on, and you also see the many deals there. You also add the after buying the product, if you like it, you add the reviews too, you add the review content too, and you give the rating too. So that this is the way how the each e-commerce platform is collecting the data. This is the way how the data is generated for the e-commerce platform. So this is the very important and most like the popular domain in the AI. Tomorrow, if you are going to work with any e-commerce platform, let's say you are working in the Amazon as a data scientist or data analyst, what they will expect from you, what you will do with their data. Might be they will ask you, can you just tell me the top 10 like the products based on the categories which is sold most of the time. Number two, how the discount price is affecting the actual price. Is their sale is increasing? Number three, which keywords customers are using most of the time to search the product, so they can increase their revenue. They can change their strategy time to time to sell the products more and increase their company's revenue. This is the job of data analyst and data scientist. That's why I have picked up this domain. So let's start today with the your data analysis. We are not going to build any model. We are just going to bring out the useful insights, and we will also work on the top 10 questions, which is the most common and popular questions, which is mostly asked in the e-commerce domain. So we are going to solve those questions and do the cleaning the data. Before moving ahead, I would like to tell you the one thing. This is the the most common things in the e-commerce data set actually. Okay, I will show you. So today you are going to work on the e-commerce data set. Okay. Again, we are going to use these libraries: Pandas, NumPy, Matplot, and Seaborn. This is for visualization, and this is for data manipulation. Okay. So when we are talking about the, again, I will say, let's take an example of Amazon dataset, which we are going to explore today. So when you have the Amazon sales data with you, I will show you the top most common, like the things which sometime, or we can say most of the time, come up with your data. So you should keep in your mind when you are doing the data analysis. I'm considering the Amazon data set. You may have the Flipkart, You may have the any superstore data. Okay. So let's say this is customer ID. This is the actual price. This is the discounted price. And this is the rating. Okay. So here, 1, 2, 3. So actual price, let's say it is written today, which data set I have picked up, it is showing, going to show you the rupee sign. Okay. So like rupee, something like this. I'm putting it into actually the currency sign, this one, rupees. So here, let's say 100 rupees. And after discount, it is coming up with the 80 rupees and so on. Okay. But there are some your price is also coming up. Let's say the thing is very expensive. It is showing here comma. Okay. And after discount, it is like going to be 10,000. Okay. We will add one column here more. So rating can be, let's say, 5-star rating, 3-star rating, 2-star rating. And there is a discount percentage. So we will remove this. This is the one column. Okay. This is a discount percentage. And it is showing, let's say, 20% discount, 30% discount, 5% discount. Okay. So this is a common data actually. Whenever you are collecting the e-commerce domain data, you will find these kind of the data. Okay. It might be sometime there, it might not be, but most oftenly you will see these signs. Okay. So your job, first your job is when you should check with the info method. Let's say info method. Okay. So it will show you the information about the data. What type of the data set, what type of the each feature is it object or integer, number, floats, right? So you should focus on that at the start. Okay. This is very important. And you need to, if you found these currency signs with your price, you should remove it. Okay, you should remove it. This is the most basic, most important part of your data analysis in e-commerce data set. And you also need to handle these kind of commas. We because the data is stored with the commas, because we are showing that these prices to the user for their convenience, so they can read the price correctly. So that's why there is a comma. Sometimes there might be space too. It's a human mistake, or you can say when we are entering these kind of the things. Okay. So you need to replace all these things with the blank, because you cannot clean the data without removing this. And you also need to remove these kind of the signs. Okay. Why I am showing you this at the start, because we are going to work on these actually. So you should have like a clear vision. The most common, like the inconsistency or the signs, right? You might need to handle when you are working with the e-commerce data set. Okay. So this was the just basic thing I just wanted to share with you. And the second thing, sometime these things come up with the object data type. Okay. So you need to take care of this thing. Why it is coming in the object data type? Because it was coming up with this sign actually. Okay. That's why in the database it is storing it as a object. Because if who build this platform, the developers, they are storing this information in the form of object, because your numeric information cannot be stored with this sign, or maybe the rupee sign. Okay, something like that. This is not numeric. It is always object. Okay. So this is the kind of the inconsistency you will find in the e-commerce data set. I just wanted to bring in your notice, because we are going to work on this. Then we will do the visualization, clean it, and handle the missing value. Okay. So again, what steps we are going to follow? First, we will explore the data. in which you will do the use the like the check the number of records. Okay. Second, check for missing value. Check for duplicates. Okay. And then we will do the visualization. Then if there is any missing value, then we clean the data set, handle those, and do the visualization, sorry. So these are the steps you are going to follow up. Okay. Process is same, but the way to handle or clean the data is different because your features are going to be changed now. Okay. It is totally different from your like the banking domain. Okay. Now let's move on to the notebook. Let me stop this sharing and share my notebook. Okay. Here we go. Again, I will say you data dictionary is very important. First, try to understand about the domain. What is e-commerce, right? And what kind of the features can be important when you are using this data set. So you should not be blank actually. Whenever you start the data analysis, you can never be blank because otherwise your analysis might go wrong. Okay, every domain, every data set we need to follow sometime different steps. There is some basic or mandatory steps which I told you. Check the missing value, duplicates, information, features, correlation, importance of the features, then visualization. This is common, but to handle the data inconsistency, as I have shown you the science, right, to check the data type, this may vary depend upon your domain and the data set. That's why domain knowledge is very important. It will give you the idea about the important features too and help you to understand about the data set and the domain. Okay, so here I have mentioned I have downloaded the data set from the Kaggle. You can also pick up the data set. There are actually several Amazon data sales data set available. I have chosen the one of that. You can pick up anyone by and following the same steps. There is a no problem. Okay. And then here is I have written the data dictionary here. These are the feature, product ID, product name. This data set contains above 1000 your records and 16 columns. Okay. And this is the data dictionary. It contains the information about the reviews, rating, sales, category, product ID, customer ID, and the discount percentage. This is nothing more than that. Okay. So, and then this I have like written the your EDA steps. First, we will explore the data set. We are not going to do any data manipulation. During the like the exploring, only the data manipulation you can do. You can drop the duplicates. This is not going to affect at any level your model performance. No harm. Okay. But if you want to clean the data set, you want to handle the inconsistency, you should always make the copy. Don't try to make the changes in your original data set. There might be a chances of data leakage. There might be a chances of you need to reload your original data. Okay, very important point, because if you are collecting the data from the different resources and you have spent that 15 or 20 days and you are making in that original data set changes without keeping the backup, it might be a big problem for you. Okay, exceptional cases are always there, so a safer side, do this. Okay, and second thing, if you want to handle the missing value during visualization, then this is mandatory part. You have to make the copy. Otherwise, there will be the data leakage when you will split the data. Okay. And then here we are going to perform these kind of the things, like we will analyzing the pricing strategy, discount price, actual price, difference between them, how the products counts going up, right? If there is a discounted price, find the top rated and most reviewed products by category, find the keywords which the customers are finding most of the time, which products they are looking for the most of the time, understanding the sales trend. Okay, so we are going to do that. Okay, so here we will import these libraries as I have already explained. I'm not going to explain it again. So this is mandatory libraries. Here I'm using the Google Colab. If you are using your Jupyter Notebook local environment, you can keep your data set at the same location or maybe in the different folder. You need to set the path. Here I have uploaded the data set and this is the information. This is the first basic step of your analysis part where it will show you all the information about the data. Look at this now carefully. This is the number of records and this is the number of the columns. Here this is the product ID. It is also coming up with the object. It might contain your like the some your characters too. That's why it is coming in the form of object. Look at this. Discounted price, actual price, rating. Rating is fine. It can be object, but it can be numbers too. 1, 2, 3, right? Rating this one. But rating count is also object, right? So that's why I told you you should focus on this information carefully. Very important. Don't just leave it. This is the information. That's it. Your analysis start from this point actually. Look at it carefully. Now you can see price is also coming in the form of object. So how would I show the frequency now if I want to visualize it? It is not possible because this is coming in the object form, right? So in that form, what we can do, we need to convert it. Before converting into the object to integer, we need to handle those signs as I showed you on the whiteboard. So this is the logic. That's why I was saying you look at your data set very carefully. Try to understand about the features. You can talk to the domain expertise and understand why it is coming in the form of object. This is your duty, right? So it will give you the clear picture at initial level if you understood about the feature, what kind of the steps you need to take during the analysis. This is the biggest advantage. But if you are a blank at initial level, you don't have a knowledge about the domain, even a little bit, then you don't know how to do the analysis. It might create a problem for you. Not at a like I will say definitely create a problem for you, but you will get a lot of errors actually because you don't know what kind of what methods and what like the strategy you should apply before doing the visualization, before building the model actually. Okay, so this is important. Look at this now. This is coming in these signs, right? 64%. I cannot use it as it is if I'm cleaning the data. Even I want to do the visualization. It create a problem for me. It will say I cannot convert the string into integer. This is the most oftenly error you will find. Okay. Now look at this. The product name. This is the ID. We can have a look on the other things too. This is your product link, review content, review title, username, and this is the user ID. This is the encrypted form. You can say it is a saving and that's why it's object. It's not numeric. Okay. And then we are just checking the shape of the data. Okay. How many records and columns you have. Then you have the checking the missing value. Okay. I have picked up the like the data set for you, this one, so you can understand today about the e-commerce data set at a deeper level. Then even if you want to do the practice with the complex one, you can also do that. And if you found any issue, I'm always there. You can drop a comment. Okay. And then we will check the missing value. You can see all are okay except your this one rating count. Okay. Now I will go back and I will see what is the data type of rating count. Look at this. This is object. Now this point should strike your mind at initial level. It contains a missing value, but it is saying count. It should be in the numeric. Why it is coming in the object? Now if you want to handle the missing value, you need to convert it into integer, right? Because this is not categorical. If you look at this here, we can see here, this is integer. But it is coming up with the commas actually. That's why it's an object. Okay, you might be thinking why integer it is coming objective, although we can clearly see it's integer because it contains these symbols. It contains comma, percentage sign, dollars, oh, I mean rupees sign. It can be any currency unit. Okay, that's why it is stored in this form, because whenever the developer is showing these prices to the customer on the front end, they want to visualize it in this format so the customer can read them. So you need to think at a deeper level in this way. Okay, and then we will come here again. Now, you now understood about the inconsistency and what extra symbols are coming added into your database. Now you have a clear picture. Second thing, now you will think about what methods should I use, right? To remove these like the symbols. What you are going to use here now? Your string methods, which you have learned during the Python, right? When you were learning the Python, actually these methods you are going to use. That's why we always like the force the students at initial level learn the Python properly. This is you are going to use. If you understood the logic at that time about the your string methods, you can apply it so quickly. Okay, and if you don't remember, even it's okay. I'm not saying you should cram the code. If you remember this was the method I have used and you don't remember how to use it, then you can take a help of Google for the code. Okay, and just do it here. Now look at this. We will make a copy, as I told you in my first data analysis video too, to avoid data leakage. Number one. Number two, I don't want to make a changes in my original data set. Okay, and then remove the currency symbol and commas, then convert to numeric, because these are the, we are going to solve the questions based on that too. Okay, discounted price, EDA discounted price dot string method, right? You have worked definitely with the replace method, and then we will rupees symbol with this one. We will remove it, make it blank, replace it with this one space, and then comma also with that one. Okay, because it is coming at the as a prefix. Even if you give the like the don't give the extra space. Okay, because it is not going to make any change between your numbers, right? If it is written rupees 1200, we are removing it with the space, replacing it with the space. It is not going to add the space between the numbers. This is also you need to keep in your mind. Okay, it's a very important point actually. Okay, and then we will do it, and we will, as a type, we will convert it into float. Why we are converting into float? Why we are not converting into integer? Because your prices can be with some cents. I mean some I don't remember the exact word in Indian rupees, like some 12 rupees point something. Okay. In dollars, we call it like dollar 12 point some cents. Okay. I just sorry about that. Okay. So this is, that's why we are converting it into the float. Okay. Same you need to do with the actual price and discounted percentage. We need to replace this with the this one, because I want to check the correlation of these features too, because this is all numeric. Okay. If you forgot sometime, it doesn't make sense like to the your other at this time it doesn't come in your mind. I need to change this one too. Then you can do it later on as well, no worries. Okay, but I have told you the most important, most basic points which you should keep in your mind. That's why I have showed you first on the whiteboard. Okay, so try to do that slowly. Slowly you will learn, don't worry, by the experience. Okay, and then we will convert the rating to numeric, because the rating, if we go back, look at this, where is the rating? Look at this. This is also in the decimal format, right? 4.2, 3.2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 star, right? We give like that, half star. And then we will like convert it into numeric. And this we use if there is any kind of NaN value or any like the value is missing, it will not throw any error. It will help you to convert your like a inconsistent data or which is not recognized by your during the conversion to numeric. It will handle automatically those errors. That's why we use always this parameter. This is very important. If you want, you can remove it and test it. If there is any this kind of the things, then it will throw the error, and it will help you to understand at a deeper level. Okay, and then we will convert the rating count to numeric too. Here we have the string replace comma with this again. Okay, and then rating count this one, and using this too. So we are converting the rating count to numeric here too. I think I have written it 2 times. No, this is a sorry rating. This is a rating count. Sorry about that. And then we will remove the rows where the essential fields are missing. This is I'm using because in your any record, if the product name or category or discounted or these kind of the things are missing, there is a no use of that data. I'm not going to handle them. Why should I handle them? Because I don't know which category is this. There is a no use to handle it. This is another most important point for you. Okay, because if we don't know under what category this product lie, how would I rate it, right? If there is a no rating, how would I like a comparison, the do the comparison of the rating based on the category, based on the product name. Okay, this is another most important point for your e-commerce data set. And now we will do this check. Look at this. So now this is fine. Look at this discounted prices in this. Your rupee size is gone and the percentage sign is also gone and commas are also gone. Okay. This is we need to do. And there is some kind of inconsistency too. Sometime in any data set, I will definitely pick up a new domain and then find out for you how you can handle the inconsistency too for the categorical data. Okay. And then we will move ahead. Again, you can check out, this is all converted into float, what we wanted to do. Okay. Now we will check the rating column for any inconsistency. Sometime what happened? Sometime when you are giving the rating, it is not saved properly into the database. It come up with some different kind of the errors. Like this sign, I will tell you, kind of this. Instead of 4.4, it will be this one. Sometime this. Sometime this. Okay. So this happened. So we are checking these inconsistency here. Okay. So we will do the value count. It will tell me. So 4.1 rating is given to 244 times. Mostly 4.1 rating is given on the product. It is also telling you that thing too. Okay. So might be when we have, I use this parameter here, right? So it is automatically handled because it will not convert that into rating. Okay. Okay. So now this is a describe method, very popular method if you want to check the statistics of the data set. Basic statistics, how many the records, what is the mean value of this feature. It is showing only numerical data only. If you want to like check for the categorical too, but there is no use. If you have a less data, then you can add like the include is equals to all. It will add the categorical feature too. Okay. If you don't know about the pandas basics, I have recently uploaded one video, learn the panda in minutes. So this is the beginner level most common methods of the pandas. So you can watch that video first and then you can come here. Okay. And then this is the standard deviation, minimum value, maximum value. This means this is the maximum discounted price is available. Okay. And this means the maximum actual price is available. This is a maximum discount 94%. 75 percentile, 50, 25%. This is the calculated values. Okay. But maximum value and minimum value is given in your data set. Okay. And then we are just looking at the missing value graphically. Look at this rating count. So what is the frequency? This is the percentage. Only 0.13% because two values are missing only. Okay. And then we will check the skewness too. Now you are thinking, why Nija, you are checking so much for the two missing value? This is important, you know. We cannot delete with the blindly any missing value. Okay. If there is a missing value in your target feature, only one, then you can drop without any second thought. But if it is missing in these kind of the columns, we should just test it, how much time it will take, right? Sometimes it is a useful information. Okay. And here you can see we are using the skew method to check the skewness of the data. If it is above 1, then your data is mostly skewed to the right side. Okay. And we can visualize it too. And you cannot like why I'm checking, because I'm just trying to understand if there is any skewness in the data set. I should not handle this missing value with the mean strategy. Okay, because there are outliers exist in this. That's why there is a skewness, right? Outliers exist here. So I should not use the mean, because mean strategy is not robust to your outliers. But we will use a median, because median is a robust to your outliers. That's why I'm checking this much. Now we can visualize the skewness like this way. Look at this. Too much skewness. Now if you can see here in the box plot too, so many outliers. So when you are applying the mean strategy, you can assume what will be the missing value. Well, it will be like substitute the missing value with the what value, right? Because it will take the average including the your outliers too, which is not correct at anyhow, at any condition. It is not good for your model health. So that's why we will use a median strategy. This is the reason I was checking so much, because you should check whether your data is lying. Other strategies you can like it's an integer, so I know I am going to handle it either with the mean, mode, median. This is clear. Okay. And second thing, I am not sure, because this is the two missing value less than 5%. So I am not taking right now too much tension about the NCAR, MAR or MNAR. Otherwise, you need to check those. If there are, let's say, more than 10% missing value, more than 5% missing value, then check, uh, apply the test to check whether the missing value lie under MCR, MAR, or MNAR. And then apply the strategy according to your data type. Is it categorical, numerical? Okay. If you don't know about it, you can watch my previous videos. You will get the detail about MCR, MAR, or MNAR. Okay, this is very important. And then you are just checking here missing value again, and then we are filling it simply with the median method in place is equals to true, because I have already made the copy. I'm not making any changes in my original data set. That's why I told you we are handling missing value. If I am going to handle the missing value on my original data set and then I am going to split it, there is definitely data leakage. Okay, so we will do that. That's why we were making the copy. So here we are handling it. It is making in changes. Now over, this is clean. We don't have any missing value. Now our data is clean. We have handled all inconsistency. We have handled the symbols, commas, everything. It's a time to start visualization now. Okay. First, we will do univariate visualization, because there are three type of visualization. I told you in my first video too: univariate, bivariate, multivariate. Univariate means only single feature you want to show, distribution of the frequency of the feature. Okay. Bivariate, you want to show the correlation between the or relation between the two features, or maybe frequency. Okay. And the third, multivariate, multiple, more than one. Then you are going to use heat map, pair plot. There are many graphs available which you can use to do the multivariate visualization. We will do today. I will show you again. Okay. So here we are just checking the histogram for discounted price and for the rating. Look at this. This is the discounted price. So discounted price started from 0 going up to 80 your 1000, and mostly the discounted price between this much 0 to 10,000 maximum, right? The maximum is between 0 to 5,000. You can consider here, okay? Maybe 2,000, this much. Its frequency is high. This much is, if we, Amazon is giving the most of the time the discount between 0 to your 2,000 rupees. I'm just assuming here it might be 2,000. Okay. So, and it is giving the rare discount. Sometime this much, this is 95% discount, actually 90%. So this is rare. Okay, so this graph is showing you this thing. Number one, during the data analysis, drawing graph is not only your duty. Being a data analyst, you should be able to explain it to the non-technical person in a very good way. Interpretation is very important. If you are not able to think in your mind clearly, do the practice by typing it. Okay, most important skill, storyteller for the data analyst. And here you can see distribution, proper title name, x-axis, y-axis, and it is telling you what, how much, like most oftenly, how much the discount price is given by the Amazon. They are giving Amazon the maximum discount between 0 to 2,000 rupees, 1,200 times, right? Or maybe 1,100. But this is giving a rare discount between these ranges. This is the what the graph is telling. Your stakeholder is very interested in this much, right? And that this is the we are checking the rating. So maximum rating is given between the 3 or 5. And the peak is at 4.1. We have seen above 2, right, when we did the value count. So you can see other ratings are rare. Okay. Now we will do the bivariate visualization. This is very important. It is showing we are doing the discounted price versus rating. Okay, how they are correlated with each other. Now look at this. This is the discounted price and this is the rating. It is not affecting at all, right? It doesn't seems to be any correlation between them, because it is rating is working on it. So if the discounted price is between 0 to 2,000, the rating is high. But if the discounted price is high, the rating is here between 4.5 to 5, or there are some rating between the 3.5 to 4.02. But it doesn't mean if the like your discounted price is increasing, your rating is always increasing. This is not the case. Okay. And then look at this. Here we are trying to show the your category versus rating, the box plot. Okay, relationship between them. But look at this, how the graph is this. Nothing, right? Look at this. This is the most common like the problem, when I was transitioning my career into I was also at the same stage. Whenever I draw the graph and I look at this, oh my God, what is this? Right? It is not giving me any information, right? Although you will say to stakeholder, I have plotted, I have used the box plot, I'm trying to show this, but this is a useless graph for your stakeholder. They won't able to understand anything from this. Why? Because what we are trying to do here, it is overlapping everything, right? I'm not able to read it. Which category is this? I'm not able to see any category here, because your total categories are, I think, around 211 in your data set. Okay, so here we are showing the rating based on the category. I have picked up the all categories. That's why graph is like this. So now what trick you should use here, what strategy you should apply here whenever you are facing these kind of the problems, I will tell you. Fix the above issue by filtering the subset of the category on random basis. Okay, so you can create the subset of the category. and you can pick up the category if you want to like show the different result by running the code. When you are running the code, it should show you the different category every time. You can also do that, but if you want to fix it, you can also do that. So it will randomly pick up the category. Now what method we are using, we are creating this subset category. We are dropping the duplicates because one might be there are 100 customer in your data set who is buying the product from the same category. So this means your category is going to repeat, right? So in the above graph, it is showing the repetitive category too. So you can drop that duplicate categories. Okay. And I am picking up the sample on the top 10 samples, and then we will filter it, and we are checking if your original category lie in the subcategory. Then it is going to show. Now look at this. This is so clear. Okay, so it is telling me this thing, and now showing the box plot rating based on that. If we pick up this category like electronics, home theater, TV, and so on, so it has this much data. Minimum value, minimum rating is 4, and the maximum rating is below 4.25. Okay, and there are a outlier, there are some like the rating is 5 2, and for what category? Mice, input devices, accessories, and this one. Okay, so you can pick up the other samples too if you want. You can run it, you can change it, and you can keep on changing these categories like this. Okay, and if you want, you whenever you are running it, every time it should pick up the different categories. By running it again and again, then you can remove the random is equals to 42. Okay, this is you can also do. This is the one strategy actually. Okay, I am going to tell you about these things so you can apply it. Okay, choice is your, but most beneficial is random state is equals to 42, because if you are going to show to the stakeholder by running each time every time the different category, it might create a problem. Okay, so you can pick up this top 10 categories. Okay, and then you can show it is a much better than your previous graph. Okay, the other is you can aggregate or group the categories. Okay, so we will find out the unique categories. Instead of picking up the subset, dropping the duplicate, you can group them. Okay, total unique categories you have a 211, I told you, right? So now we will decide how to group it. I will set the threshold value 20. Okay, so we will create the dictionary here. What does it mean? We will keep the 20 categories separate with the maximum rating, and there are many categories which contains only 1 star rating, 1.2 star rating. Stakeholder is not interested on those, right? Stakeholder is only interested to look for the high rating products. Okay, so based on that we can choose that. So we will pick up those categories and run the loop on that. Here category in this dot items, the threshold value when it is greater than equal to like this one. So I am picking up the 20 categories here, so it will run, and the category which is with the low rating, it is going under the other category. So rest of the categories will be set into the other category which is with the low rating, and then we will map them and plot it here. Look at this. So this is showing me the rating between 2.5 to 5. It is not showing me the like the rating, the categories which is below 2.5. It's only 1, 2. It is not showing me the categories which is with the rating 1. Okay, so this is the very good method too. So you can pick up the anyone. Both are correct, or either you can show both of them. Okay, so this decision is very tough. Whenever you have this much categories, this is very tough decision how you are going to show the categories. If your stakeholder is interested to know the products with the low rating too, because he want to know so they can improve the product, or maybe they are not going to buy that product from the seller to sell it. Maybe he is interested in that too. So you can just like sort based on the rating, pick up with the low rating product, and you can draw the separate graph for them instead of messing up the all together. Okay, and then now we are just checking the correlation. This is another, I told you, this is multivariate visualization. Okay, so here we are picking up the only numerical data which we have like handled above, and then we are just checking the relation. So discounted price, it is 96% connected with your discounted price. Definitely, right? They are like connected with each other. Rating is 12% connected with the discount price, and discounted percentage is negatively correlated. This means if your discounted price is increasing, your percentage is increasing or decreasing in opposite side. They are not going in the same direction. Okay. So if the discounted price is high, let's say 80,000, right? So your like the percentage will be in the negatively correlated. So it will be going in some other direction, something like this. Okay. If it is going a discounted price in this way, it is going this way, or maybe like this way. No, sorry, it is a negative going in this direction like this. Okay. So this is a negatively correlated. Okay. And the same for the others too. Here this is your rating. It is connected with the discounted percentage negatively 16%. Okay, so you can think about the examples in your mind when you are explaining it. Although we don't never show to the non-technical person correlation heat map, this is for your at the back end to understand the relationship. Okay, for the front end user, this is we show. This is easy to explain. Now look at this. So this is discounted price. If it is increasing, now we can look at it here. The rating count. If the discounted price is increasing, it doesn't mean your rating count is also increasing in the same direction. It is like here some data points say here 25,000 to 50,000 discounted price. The rating count is between this much. Okay, and this is for the rating with the rating count, and this is for the actual price. If the actual price is between this, the rating is this. Okay, rating count, this means how much ratings are given to the this like the at this price. Okay, we pair plot, usually we look at it diagonally too, like this. You can see here, this is another plot here, histogram, right? It is the bin. It is showing the relationship between your rating count here too with the rating. Actual price with the rating, rating with the rating, and rating count with this one. So if the rating count is increasing here, this is the rating is in, like a going like this. So maximum rating is given if we look at this. If your rating count is between 0 to this is your 2 lakh, right? Yes, this is 2 lakh. If the rating is between 0 to 10 lakh, your rating is highest between up to the 5. This is the way how you need to interpret this graph. Okay, if you want, you can separate them too. This is your choice. But I wanted to show you the multivariate, so that's why I have used your pair plot. So I have showed you the univariate, bivariate, multivariate. Now we will solve some topmost questions. Come here. What is the average rating for each product category? This is the most common question asked by the stakeholder. Okay. So it's a tough to again visualize it. So I'm showing you on the number based. But if you want to plot it, you need to think about any strategy. Okay, because there are 211 categories again. You need to categorize them. Either you can show the top 10. This is your choice. Okay. Here average rating per category here this is showing the average rating. This is the car one, 3.8. For this category, average rating is this. And for the 4.0, it is for this one. Here it is showing the dot dot because it's a 211 categories. Okay. Now, if you are going to like the show this information to the stakeholder, what you can do, you can again follow the same strategy. You can drop the duplicate category or group by the rating and then show it here. Okay. And then draw the graph. The next most common question is which products have the highest number of ratings within each category. How would you do that? You will sort the values by category. Category should be in the ascending order. Okay. And your rating count should be in the descending order because we want to show the highest rating based on the within the each category. Okay. And then top rated by category, we will do this head one. I'm only showing the first one. So these are the category. This is the product name under each category. And this is the count of the rating count of that one. Okay. Here we are setting the your rating count here. This is the rating count. Okay. And this is here the product name. It is coming in this form because it's a too much, too like a too many categories. So it is showing like this one. Okay. And it is telling you the highest number of the ratings within each category. So we are sorting them. So you can see this category contains this information. So these are the most common, but the strategy you need to apply here, top 10, top 20, set some threshold value. I have already explained the methods above you can apply here. I just wanted to show you the most common e-commerce questions when you are doing the data analysis, what kind of the questions your stakeholder might ask you and how you can solve them. Okay. And then here I am showing it graphically too. Look at this. So I picked up the top 10. Okay. Look at this. This is coming very small, so I can make it a little bit bigger. Okay. Now look at this. So these are the categories top 10 and this is showing you this one. Let me scroll it this side. And now look at this. Okay. And on the right side, it is showing the legend too. Okay. So let me make it little small. Okay. That is fine now. So this is like showing the categories. Okay. So you can draw this like this. You can apply this strategy to your other methods through the above questions. But again, I am saying this decision sometimes become tough. So take it carefully. But keep in your mind the stakeholders requirement. Okay. How do discounted price compare to the original prices for all products? So this is the most common question. Look at this. The actual price is this, right? Your orange color and discounted is this the blue one. So when the your original price is between 0 to 20,000 or maybe 0 to 2000, your discounted price is here, right? Its frequency is high. So we are doing the comparison. So this means Amazon is giving the more discount on the original price between the 0 to 2000. It is not going to give you the too much discount on the higher prices. It is giving the discount price on the less original prices between this range. Okay. And then next question, how does the discount percentage vary across the different product categories? If you want to understand how the percentage of the vary across the different product categories, so above we were just talking about the numeric form numbers. Here we are going to talk about the percentage. Okay. So now look at this 41%, 78% based on that. Again, I'm saying you top 10 group by many strategies are there. Maybe you found more good strategy than me. Okay. So this is your homework. If you found any, you should drop a comment. So how you are calculating it? We are doing discount percentage. We are creating the new column. Actual price minus discounted price, definitely. and then divided by the actual price multiplied by 100. This is a formula, right? So we are just calculating the discount percentage for each product now. So it is showing for the category this one 41% discount, 78% discount for this one. Okay. Now might be you can bring out more useful insight from this. You can show the only the higher percentage categories out of this. That's it. Okay. So you can do it now because I have showed you many examples how you can do that. Okay. The next question is which are the top 10 most popular products by total rating count? Okay. So here you can, I'm showing this. Okay. It is showing the total rating count. How many ratings are given? 85, 8,53,945 on these like the product name. See, so this means this product is sold most of the time and consumers are really like this product from the mason. Okay, this information this is given, this is the most useful information for your stakeholder. How you can do that? Very easy. Group by the product name, rating count, sum, and sort it. Now you can see you are using the basic functions of the your Python and pandas. Okay. What are the top keywords that appear most frequently across product description? Most common question, because the stakeholder is like interested to know what products are mostly searched by the consumer or customer, right? So they can increase the revenue. They can add more products in that category, right? If people are liking it. I'm using here collections counter method, okay? And then I have made this function extract keyword. It will pick up the product name, split, convert it into first lowercase and then split, and then we are just collecting the keywords. Okay, it is extracting from the product name actually. Okay, so then we are just apply the extract keyword. We are calling this function here. We are using here. You apply the function. You can directly apply the function on the column of the data set. Sorry, data frame. This is what we are doing using the apply method, and then flatten the list of the keywords. Now we are using here list comprehension keyword for keywords list in df keywords, which you collected here for keyword in the keyword list, and then we are collecting and then just printing. So with 4, this is just the like the connecting keywords, but the people are using most of the time USB, cable, charging, and the smartphones. But the highest count is for the USB. Okay, so this is very important information. Okay, what are the most frequently reviewed products? Again, very useful information. How would you do that? You will do the group by product name, review the title, and then count, sort it in a ascending form. Okay, and then it will show you this name. This is showing very like the information too much because your product name is too big. You can make it more beautiful. Okay, although it will take too much time. Okay, you might be converted it into the numeric labeling coding. Okay, at the but the reason is but the thing is you won't be able to read the full category name, product name. Okay, so instead of just a label encoder adding the number, you can just name it something like cable, USB, or that one too. Okay, this is a strategy you can choose. Okay, if your like the product name is this much big, but it's like a too much work, you have to encode them very carefully. But if you don't want, then it will be shown like this. Okay, you can do one thing in this. First, like choose this, show the top 10, okay, categories, and then you can choose them with the small name. Okay, here this is optional. You can graph. You can also draw the graph. It make more sense actually. Okay. So this is showing the number of reviews 5 for which category? This one. Under sports models, this one pixel high resolution. Okay. And you can also use this one too. Okay, so this is very clear. Now, which product categories have the highest average rating? This is also important question. How you can do this again? Group by category, because there are the duplicate categories, and then rating we will take the mean because we want to take the answer the question highest average rating, and then we will it is showing the only top 5. Okay, because there are so many categories. Okay, and then what is the distribution of the products across the different price range? So here we are converting creating the your discrete data. If you don't know what is discrete, discrete means whole number. It can be categorical. If I'm saying a whole number, this is a numeric. If it can be in the form of categorical too, like this. So I have set some range of the price between if maybe the product is between 0 to 50, 51 to 100 and so on. Okay, 1000 plus. So I have made these beans, and then I'm saying pd dot cut. I'm using the cut method. It will we use for the discrete actually interval. For this method, it will pick up the actual price, create the bins, cut into the bins based on these range, and then it will show you. So the price range above the 1000, in this data set you have a 923 records with the price above 1000 rupees, and between this like the range you have a 321 products, and so on. This is very useful information, and you can draw the graph easily. This is very easy for that one. And the last question is, which products have a significant price discount over 50% but with the low rating? I told you, sometimes stakeholder is also interested. Even the Amazon is giving the 50% above 50% discount, still the people are giving the low rating. Maybe the product is not good. Okay, so for that, what you will do, you will say here this one EDA, this one EDA discount percentage. We are using the conditional, like the your state like the operators, and rating is less than 3, and the discount is above 50%. So these are the products, and the rating is 2.8, like this. You can see 2.9 rating for this much product, 2.8 is for this, 2.3 is 1220, sorry, 1243, and this is the discount percentage. The Amazon is giving the heavy discount, even and the people are buying it, but the product is not good. This is what it is showing. This is very important information for your stakeholder actually. Okay, because they don't want to like down the reputation of their company. They need to know these things too. Okay, so now this was the all about our today's Amazon sales data. I have shared with you the very clean data analysis steps. I have given you the recommendation tips to what things you should keep in your mind when you have an e-commerce data set. We have also discussed the top 10 questions regarding the e-commerce. Okay, and now just practice with this data set first. My recommendation is don't jump for the complex data set. Just use this data set, do the data analysis again, come out with some more strategies too, questions too, and then share your notebook. I'm happy to review it. And I will see you in the next video with the more new domain, with the more problems, okay, and with the solutions too. And if you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button, bell icon button, and if you are new to my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I will see you in the next session definitely with my another video. Continue with the machine learning playlist. Okay, thank you so much. Happy coding, happy AI. Keep patience, keep learning with Science Data Science.